The Vivo V series lineup has been around for quite some time, and you could consider it as Vivo's staple mid-range lineup. And earlier this year, we got to try out its most recent iteration, the V30 Pro 5G and the V30 5G. The Vivo V30 Pro 5G is easily one of our favorite mid-range smartphones, especially with all the major upgrades made from its predecessor. But along with the enhancement Vivo made, there also came a price increase. It was quite a big jump in price too, making it a bit out of reach for those on a tighter budget. Fortunately, the Vivo V30 line isn't just composed of the V30 Pro 5G and the Vivo V30 5G. There's also the more affordable Vivo V30e. But just because it's more affordable doesn't mean it's down on specs. And today, we're going to be checking out this phone. Sup peeps, Earl here, Tech, and join us as we talk about our favorite features of the more budget-friendly Vivo V30e. Roll that OVV. First, let's talk about the very capable cameras. The one thing we really love about the Vivo V30 Pro 5G were the new cameras. Specifically, the V30 Pro's cameras were developed in collaboration with Zeiss, allowing users to capture amazing images. And let's not forget about the new Aura Light 3.0 system. On the Vivo V30e, it comes with a dual rear camera highlighted by a 50-megapixel main shooter with PDAF and OIS and an 8-megapixel ultra. But Vivo didn't just put any run-of-the-mill 50-megapixel main camera. Instead, the company used Sony's highly capable IMX882 sensor, which is a very capable camera today, and it is typically found on more powerful and expensive smartphones. The results? Well, they speak for themselves. As you can see from the sample photos we were able to capture, you get really sharp and clear images, especially in well-lit environments. The images also have accurate color output that are also vibrant, but not too vibrant that the photos end up looking overly edited. And with the 8-megapixel ultra-wide, you can even capture nice landscape or group photos. At night, the Sony IMX882 sensor allows users to take some great low-light photos. There's not a lot of grain, and at the same time, the details are retained. Also, the Aura Light 3.0 to brighten up the subject and scenery, and you can adjust the color temperature to your liking. If you love taking selfies, there's a 32-megapixel front shooter with 2.0 focal aperture. With a high megapixel count, you can capture a lot of details. This also means if you take group selfies, you can see everyone in the photo clearly. But aside from photos, the Vivo V30e also records stunning video at up to 4K at 30 frames per second. There's also a stabilization mode but only works at 1080p at 30 frames per second. And if you want to start your vlogging journey, you can also use this phone to do so. You have various features like micro video and dual shooting mode to your advantage. And now, let's jump to its long-lasting battery. So you might be thinking the Vivo V30e might not last a long time, especially if you plan on capturing content. However, that's not the case. The Vivo V30e comes equipped with a 5500 mAh battery pack, which is even bigger than that of the V30 Pro 5G. According to Vivo, the phone can last up to 24 hours of continuous video playback and around 9 hours of gaming. From our time with the Vivo V30e, it does last quite a while. At 79%, it told us we still have more than 2 days of battery life left. Even when we use it for an entire day of capturing photos and videos, running benchmarks and playing games, it still had around 42% battery life to spare. You can also check out how it performed via PCMark's Work 3.0 battery test here. When you do need to recharge, you have a 44 watts flash charge fast charging. Vivo says it can recharge the phone to 100% in just 48 minutes. And now, let's talk about the beautiful and stylish design. Style has always been subjective, but we all agreed the Vivo V30e is a great looking smartphone. The unit we have is in the cloud white colorway, which is nice and clean. And it even reminds us the color of the V30 Pro 5G. It can even change colors depending on how sunlight hits it, giving it a goldish hue. If you want something more sedate, there's the cocoa brown colorway as well. Unlike the V30 Pro 5G and the V30, the Vivo V30e does come with a round camera housing, which helps distinguish itself from its sibling. The camera module also comes with a fluted bezel design, which is inspired by luxury watches. It's a subtle nod to watches like the Rolex Datejust and Day-Date, and it does make the phone look a lot more premium. It's quite slim and light, measuring just 7.65mm thick and weighing only 179 grams, making it easily fit in your pocket. More importantly, it won't bulge and be noticeable even if you're wearing skinny jeans. Not to mention, it's quite sturdy and resilient too. The phone comes with an IP64 protection against dust and water, but of course, try not to drop your phone or go swimming with it. And now, the bright and vibrant display. As we mentioned earlier, the Vivo V30e comes with a curved body, and naturally you also get a curved display. It features a 6.78-inch AMOLED screen with 2400 by 1080 resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, and nice even borders all around. Since this is an AMOLED, you get beautiful colors with nice hues and deep blacks. In the settings, you can even adjust the color mode and color temperature to your liking along with your eye protection. With the nice vivid colors and 120Hz refresh rate, this makes it a great for binge watching videos on YouTube, Netflix, or your favorite streaming service. It's well protected by Scott Glass 2. The display is really bright with 1300 nits of peak brightness, making it easy to see what's happening on screen even under the sun. Paired with a very loud speaker, you can be sure everyone watching will hear what's happening on screen. Aside from watching videos, the nice display makes it easy to review all of the content you have captured using the Vivo V30e's camera. Since you have accurate colors, this makes it great if you want to edit some photos in post and more. Meanwhile, gamers will also be able to take advantage of the 120Hz refresh rate when playing games on the Vivo V30e. Which brings us to our next part, the chipset. Powering the Vivo V30e is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 chipset and comes with 8GB of RAM with an additional 8GB of extended RAM. It comes with 256GB of internal storage, but storage can be expanded by up to 1TB via microSD card. The phone also runs on FunTouch OS 14 based on Android 14. The chipset is more than capable of handling all your everyday tasks and more. Whether you're browsing the net, watching TikToks or IG Reels, you won't experience any lag whatsoever even if you're leaving multiple apps running in the background or using features such as split screen and small window. In terms of gaming, it can easily run light games such as Mobile Legends and Asphalt 9. But even on graphic-intensive titles like Genshin Impact, it can run the game smoothly. We didn't experience any frame rate drops of lags when playing Genshin with the graphics set to high at 60 frames per second. With that, you can be sure the Vivo V30e can handle almost everything you throw at it. For reference, we ran Antutu and it garnered a score of 558K, which is a great score given the price point of this phone. So that about wraps up our favorite features of the Vivo V30e. But before we end, we have to talk about the price. The E models and Vivo V series lineup has always been the most affordable, and the Vivo V30e is no exception. In the Philippines, the Vivo V30e retails for 17,999 for the 8GB plus 256GB variant. For reference, its predecessor, the Vivo V29e, retailed for 18,999 pesos, making it even more affordable than before. In comparison, the top spec V30 Pro 5G is priced at 34,999, making the Vivo V30e a great option for those on a budget. At that price point, it's hard to complain about the Vivo V30e for everything it can offer. You have nice cameras, a beautiful display, stylish design, and a capable chipset that run graphic-intensive titles. And if you're interested with the Vivo V30e, you can check it out at Vivo Philippines stores or by visiting the Vivo Philippines official website. You can also order yours through their official TikTok, Shopee, or Lazada stores. The links are down in the description below, so check them out. But what do you think of the Vivo V30e? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up and share this one. Hit that bell icon so you wouldn't miss any of our future uploads. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter or X, and visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Earl and see you guys in the next one. Bye!